Welcome to the Sassacre News Hangar, where today we're diving headfirst into the world of aeronautical abominations. These are the aircraft that make you wonder, what were they thinking? That's right, folks. We're talking about the top 10 ugliest aircraft ever to grace, or should I say disgrace, the skies. From bizarre shapes to awkward designs, these planes are the epitome of function over form. Now, I know what you're thinking, Clarkson, you oversized ape. Beauty is subjective, and you might have a point when it comes to art or even cars, and normally I'd agree with you. After all, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? A rusty old tractor can be quite beautiful in its own way. There's a certain charm to the wear and tear, a story behind every dent and scratch. But there's nothing subjective about these flying eyesores. These aircraft are universally acknowledged as design disasters. These planes might have taken to the skies, but they certainly didn't win any beauty contests. They struggled to take off, flew awkwardly, and left everyone scratching their heads. Strap yourselves in, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. We're about to explore the most infamous examples of aeronautical engineering gone wrong. From the Horton Ho 229 to the steeper Caproni, these planes are as ugly as they are fascinating, so fasten your seatbelts and prepare for a turbulent journey through the annals of aviation history. Right off the bat, we have the PZL M15 Belphegor. This aircraft is one of the most peculiar designs to ever take to the skies. Named after a demon, the Belphegor certainly lives up to its name with its bizarre and almost otherworldly appearance. This Polish monstrosity looks like it was designed by a committee that couldn't agree on anything. The result is an aircraft that seems to defy conventional design principles. It's got the grace of a drunken hippopotamus and the aerodynamic finesse of a brick. Watching it fly is like witnessing a miracle, as it somehow manages to stay airborne despite its ungainly structure. Seriously, look at the thing. Every angle reveals another oddity, another questionable design choice that makes you wonder what the engineers were thinking. It's like they took a perfectly good biplane and stuck a giant box on top of it. The biplane elements are there, but they're overshadowed by this massive ungainly structure that sits atop the aircraft. And don't even get me started on that nose. It's as if they decided to attach a bulbous, oversized nose cone just for the sake of it, without any regard for aerodynamics. It's so bulbous, it makes a Boeing 747 look sleek. The comparison is almost laughable, as the Belphegor's nose is disproportionately large and awkward. The Belphegor is proof that even the best intentions can lead to disastrous results. It was meant to be a revolutionary agricultural aircraft, but instead, it became a symbol of what can go wrong when too many conflicting ideas are thrown into the mix. Despite its flaws, the PZL M15 Belphegor remains a fascinating piece of aviation history, a reminder that innovation sometimes comes with a hefty price. Next up is the Boeing X-32, a plane so aesthetically challenged it makes you wonder if it was a practical joke. This thing looks like a bulldog that's been stung by a bee. It's got a face only a mother could love, and even then, she'd probably keep it in a darkened room. The X-32 was designed to be a stealth fighter, but honestly, with a face like that, it wouldn't need stealth technology to make enemies surrender out of sheer terror. It's enough to make you want to gouge your own eyes out. From the United States, we travel to the Netherlands, where we encounter the Transavia PL-12 air truck. This agricultural aircraft is about as aerodynamic as a house brick. With its bizarre shape, this aircraft seems more like a flying potato than a plane. It's like someone took a perfectly normal plane and inflated it with a bicycle pump. The air truck might be a workhorse in the fields, but in the air it's about as graceful as a drunken albatross. Our next contender is the short SC-7 Skyvan, a plane that looks like it was cobbled together from spare parts found in a junkyard. It's boxy, it's ungainly, and it has all the charm of a wet weekend in Hull. The Skyvan is proof that you can't polish a turd no matter how hard you try. It's like a child's drawing of an airplane, except somehow it actually managed to fly. Frankly, it's an insult to the good name of aviation. Buckle up, because next we have the Handley Page Victor, a British bomber that looks like it was designed by a committee of blindfolded chimpanzees. Its ungainly appearance makes you question how it ever got off the ground. It's like a giant metal banana with wings. The Victor might have been a technological marvel in its day, but aesthetically it's a crime against nature. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to join the French Foreign Legion. Hold on to your hats, because now we're talking about the Blackburn Beverly, a plane so visually offensive it could clear a crowded beach faster than a shark attack. This plane's design is so unappealing, it might just scare the birds away. It's like a giant metal whale that's beached itself on land. The Beverly is proof that size doesn't matter, at least not when it comes to aesthetics. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to take up knitting. From the depths of Soviet-era design, we present the Bartini-Beriev VVA-14. This amphibious aircraft looks like the result of a drunken one-night stand between a seaplane and a garbage truck. It looks like someone tried to combine a plane with a boat and failed miserably. It's got the grace of a beached whale and the aerodynamic qualities of a bathtub. The VVA-14 is a testament to the fact that not all ideas are good ones. Next, on our list of aeronautical abominations is the ATL-98 Carver, a plane that looks like it's constantly on the verge of tipping over. This aircraft's odd proportions make it look like it's perpetually about to tip over. It's like someone stuck a Boeing 747 nose on a cargo plane and called it a day. The Carver might have been practical, but it was about as stylish as a pair of Crocs. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to walk. Hold on to your lunch, because now we have the McDonnell XF-85 Goblin, a plane so bizarre it makes you wonder if the engineers were on LSD when they designed it. Its strange design makes you wonder if the engineers were having an off day. It's like a flying egg with a propeller on the back. The Goblin is proof that even the brightest minds can have a lapse in judgment. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to become a hermit. And finally, we arrive at the bottom of the barrel, the absolute nadir of aircraft design, the Antonov An-72. This plane is so ugly, it might just be the reason why some people are afraid of flying. It's like a platypus mated with a garbage dumpster and then got hit by a bus. The An-72 is proof that sometimes it's better to just stay on the ground. Honestly, it's enough to make you want to give up on humanity altogether. Well, there you have it, folks. We've taken you on a whirlwind tour of some of the most peculiar and downright bizarre aircraft ever to take to the skies. From the oddly shaped to the questionably functional, these flying machines have certainly left an impression. The top 10 ugliest aircraft ever built, each one with its own unique story and design, pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible in aviation, albeit not always in the most aesthetically pleasing way. A veritable parade of aeronautical abominations that would make even the most hardened engineer weep. These designs, while innovative, often left much to be desired in terms of looks and sometimes even functionality. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the skies of the bizarre and the ugly. It's been a fascinating exploration of human ingenuity and the lengths to which we'll go to conquer the skies, no matter how strange the results may be. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which aircraft you think is the ugliest. Your feedback helps us bring you more of the content you love, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts on these unusual flying machines. Personally, I'm off to find a stiff drink and try to erase these images from my mind. It's not every day you see such a collection of oddities, and I think we all deserve a little break after that. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies, but maybe keep a blindfold handy just in case. You never know what strange and wonderful creations might be flying overhead. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and we'll see you in the next episode.